I can't even focus my thoughts right now. This video was supposed to be exciting, and I was really looking forward to filming today's video. I actually got done filming a TikTok. That's why I'm dressed the way I am right now, to be honest. And I was getting ready to post my next vlog, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I forgot to finish the date night story that I was just talking about in my last vlog, but it got too long. So I was like, okay, let's sit down, let's finish that date night story. And McDonald's released an adult Happy Meal. The excitement I feel inside. I've waited 20 years for this. No, seriously though, I have Doordash, and that's where today's video is going to end up heading at the end of today's video. Okay, let's take in the serotonin right now because I am so angry, but limited edition. This has to be McDonald's. Well, truthfully, I just need to like not eat fast food at all, so it might be a blessing in disguise as limited edition, but limited edition. I love Cactus Plant Flea Market box. I wanted to do like a mukbang eating video because I haven't done one of those in forever, and then it just turned into, oh, there's so much drama between me and Doordash right now that's literally unfolding as I film. Okay, real quick, let's get into finishing that date story from last vlog, because I know you guys want to hear the ending of that. So I left off at the point where we had gotten to the grocery store. I really wasn't feeling the date. I had clarified with him at the beginning of the date that I wasn't comfortable him coming back to my house per se to cook some dinner and hang out, but I had no problem going to his place and having dinner and hanging out or whatever. When we got to the grocery store, then I was made clear that he was going to then follow me back to my house, which again, I'm a people pleaser, so right then and there it was very difficult for me to be like, no. So instead I came up with this brilliant plan. Okay, so that's where we left off, is at this point we loaded up the food in my car, and I'm panicking on the inside because now I know his, like, where he thinks we're heading, and I'm panicking because I'm trying to find a polite way to tell him that he's not coming back to my place. But I kind of needed time to process and to come up with something, or just kind of gain the courage, I guess, to say no. So I got in my car, he got in his car, so I start driving. I don't start driving home though. I think if the one thing I did right out of this entire story, and if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, go see the last vlog because I talked about my first date outside of a long relationship. Anyway, I think this is one thing that I did right. I started driving, but I did not start driving home. I actually remember being kind of in a town. I was sort of familiar with it. Like, I kind of knew where I was. So I just started driving. Like, I think I literally chose the opposite direction. And I called my friend and I told her everything that was going on. And I'm like, he's in the car behind me. I gotta think of a way out of this. Obviously, I don't want him following me home. And I also didn't want to drive him to like a police station because I didn't feel like it was just like some random Joe Schmo following me, you know. I felt like that wasn't necessary at the time. So anyway, so I call my friend and she helps me come up with some excuse. She was either like watching my kids for that night or something. I think we ended up just saying something along the line because my son was really young and he was having a hard time like sleeping diligently through the night. So I think I ended up using like some excuse that the baby was just not having it or something and I had to get home. So he knew though that I was like BSing, and I knew that he knew that I was BSing, but I also didn't really, I cared, but like I also really needed to get out of that situation. So I was on the phone with her, came up with this idea. I called him and I said, hey, do you mind pulling over for a second? So we ended up pulling over into a parking lot. There were other people there, and I said, hey, listen, like, blah, 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 here's my excuse. Like, if he sees this video, he knows. I'm sorry, we just weren't compatible, and I'm just a people pleaser. Anyway, I mean, some things you said after the date were a little But like, did I also deserve it? I don't know. But anyway. So after that, I was able to drive off without him following me. Let's break into this. Okay, so the drama with DoorDash. No. Let's open this real quick. Oh my God. Babe? Oh. This. This DoorDash. Oh my gosh. All right. What the heck? So real quick, in the Happy Meal, I ended up getting the 10-piece nugget with sweet and sour. So there's 3 sweet and sour in here. I got this. Oh my God, they have toys. And a large fry, and my drink is in the bag. Oh my God, I can't even believe this right now. Real quick, let's open this toy. Oh my God. That's so funny. They actually have, okay. Should I put him? You would not believe this DoorDash drama, you guys. Okay. So DoorDash just delivered a bag, and I'm gonna have to like put a photo here to literally show you guys that one bag was delivered. One bag was delivered. I thanked the driver and he was off. That was it. Okay, I went and got the bag, and all that was in the box was this, closed up. You guys literally just saw it. And the container, the drink tray. Try to get it out here. Okay, so it was in the bag. Oh gosh, like so. I ordered the Happy Meal, and normally I don't DoorDash, but I don't want to go out looking like this. I usually just go pick up my own food. I just usually work for DoorDash. So I had ordered the Happy Meal, and then we had a crispy chicken sandwich meal with it. And so when we looked in the bag, we just see a Happy Meal box and the 2 drinks. And I'm like, oh, babe, I'm so sorry. They forgot your meal. Okay, this has happened before with DoorDash. I get it. I'm a Dasher too. Admittedly, I've forgotten bags in the past. Like, mistakes happen, okay? I am not, like, I won't be ever mean about that, but I do need the problem corrected too. So anyway, so we, I believe this right now. This doesn't even make any sense. I keep playing in my head, like, what? Anyway, so when I looked in the bag, and I just saw the Happy Meal and the drinks, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, they forgot it. This has happened with DoorDash, and usually they'll like offer you a credit. So I'm like, you know, that's fine and all, but we still need our food. I've never had like somebody like come back. I didn't know, like even as a Dasher, I don't really know if like my order was like a brand new order, or maybe like I was delivering like a mess up, or I don't really know. I don't really see that side of DoorDash when I am the Dasher. I just see the order, how much it's for, and where I'm going, sort of thing. So I kind of skipped over the part where it showed you like how much it's offering you as a refund, and I started to chat with a live agent, okay? Now I was talking with the agent, and I said, listen, like they offered me a credit, but like, is there any way like you guys could send somebody back or whatever? They said no, that, you know, it was the credit. So I'm like, okay. So I backed out of the chat, and then where the screen was that originally showed me my refund was no longer there. They like had escalated my complaint past like the live agent, right? So the refund wasn't even available anymore. So I'm talking to the live agent. I'm talking to the live agent, and I'm like, okay, you know, this got out of hand. I'm like, can I just have the credit so I'll just place a whole new order? Like I felt like I screwed up at that point. So they're like, so she ends up saying like, we can no longer give you the credit because now it's being like investigated, right? So I'm like, what are you serious? So I'm like, this simple thing just turned into this massive problem with higher ups, you know? I ended up ending the live chat after she told me that I wasn't going to get my refund at all. I'm like, she says something along the lines of like, you're not eligible for, it wasn't refund. It was like, oh, fuck, what was that word?
Credit.
Not credit. Reimbursement. Maybe.
Reimbursement, compensation, credit.
Maybe it's compensation.
He said to me, credit. We can't credit your account.
I think it was compensation they used because, you know, companies like that, they have to be so careful with their legal terms and stuff, you know, that they have a team of lawyers behind them. So refund was never used in the conversation. I ended up ending that chat with them because I knew I was not going to get anywhere at this point. I called them, and at this point I'm talking to a live person. And, you know, I've been in the service industry for almost 20 years now. I completely get being on the other side of the phone. It sucks. It sucks when you get an upset customer. You yourself know that you're only in charge of so much. There's literally only so much that you have power over. I completely get it. So when I approach situations like this, I really try to approach them gently and with kindness because I get it. The last thing, oh my gosh, it's like the minute you open your mouth and a complaint is coming out, you know that just from their body language or even over the phone, you can hear it in their voice. I don't like being that kind of person, but I also don't like being taken advantage of. A lot throughout my life, I've had banks with fees, and it's just been, I'm at that point in my life where I'm like, listen, no more. I'm kind of standing up for my money at this point. You charged me, I didn't receive something. I have no problem paying for something as long as I receive it. You know, it's like fairness. We're on this, how long did you say? Almost an hour and a half, 2 hours. We're on the phone with this. Okay, so I handed the phone over to him because I'm terrified of conflict. They tell me you're not getting your refund. I'm like, okay, no. And then I go cry. But no, I get really scared where he'll take the reins. And so I ended up leaving for a little bit. I was preparing for this video. And so he was dealing with them in the background. So they were saying that it was going to take like 24 to 48 hours for them to investigate the order.
Right. It was going to take up to 24 to 48 hours for them to investigate. And then he slipped and said, because it looks like there might be refund abuse.
Yeah, so so after all of this, we're talking to this guy, and then they're going to flag my account for refund abuse. Yeah. Are you joking? So anyway, there's been maybe 2 times in my entire, so I've had Doordash. I've been a dasher for almost now, well, Ella just turned 8. I did it a year after she was born, 7 years. Okay, so I've ordered from Doordash probably 5 years. It probably took me a couple years to actually be a customer because I was so accustomed to working for them. So anyway, so in all that time, I refunded maybe twice. I've gotten credit for it. And one time I actually remember it was from Chili's. They forgot my little side of Mexican rice. And then there was another time. I'm serious. I don't request refunds unless it's genuinely not there. So I was so upset that they were. Are you serious, Doordash? I'm cheating on you with ship now anyway. But no, it was really upsetting that they said that they were gonna flag my account for something. So then, okay, get this. After all of this, did they call McDonald's or did you call McDonald's? He hangs up because the supervisor was supposed to call us back. He hangs up and calls the McDonald's that this dasher picked up from. We're both dashers. We've been dashers at some point. I also do shipped on the side. We get how deliveries happen. You can forget a bag. Some dashers will steal bags. Guys, they're hiring, as long as you pass a background check, they're hiring any Joe Schmo down the street. You don't know who you're kind of getting as a dasher. That's the thing about being an independent contractor. So anyway, I'm not saying that this dasher like purposely did anything. I know that I've just made mistakes. So when we called the McDonald's, they actually said that they handed 2 bags to this dasher. So now we're like, oh, this dasher definitely forgot a bag, or
purpose.
the other option.
Right.
We don't want to go, but now we have confirmation, right? It could have ended there. We still had to figure out how we were going to get compensation or our food. But then you guys literally just saw on camera that they put, now tell me why.
How idiotic.
They put his whole meal in my Happy Meal box. I totally get that it fits. Fan of not wasting space.
But
Explain to me, okay, let's use an analogy here. I get it, it's McDonald's, but still.
Yeah.
If we go out to eat and you come out with one plate that has my food and his food, my kid's food, whatever, on the same dish,
Right.
possibly even with the same utensils, doesn't that seem a little, why wouldn't it be in its own separate bag, right? Like when I look in, I don't even open this because honestly, I was trying to keep it warm until I could figure out his situation. So my first thought was like, oh, it's got to be in here.
No. Why would it?
So now we figured out the whole, like, I don't need my money back. Like, we don't need anybody to come out. Like, all that's taken care of. But the hoops that we just had to jump through. And then DoorDash having the audacity to flag one of their customers for something.
And
DoorDash.
Yes. They literally just bit their own tongue on that one.
I have no problem exposing shady customers. I don't know if I cut it out or I know I talked about Liberty Mutual being really shady on their billing system. They charge you like an extra $30 a month if you have Liberty Utilities. I'm sorry. If you have Liberty Mutual for your home or auto, I have them for both. But they charge me an extra $35 a month to do non-automatic payments.
Just for a paper bill?
What a freaking so I've never been a stranger to exposing companies to just shady business like that. But come on, McDonald's, why couldn't you put his thing?
It's the same analogy as
so
if you
bizarre.
ordered something. For instance, let's say I ordered a rice cooker and a plastic tote from Target, and all I receive is a plastic tote, and no one tells you the rice cooker is inside of it. All you're seeing at your front doorstep is, oh my God, they just delivered the plastic tote and not the rice cooker. Oh, but then you open it up, but you've already made a stink about it. So at that point, it's like, okay, you set me up for failure. Right.
This was the most bizarre. But then, like, let's just say, well, not let's just say that actually happened. Our food is in here. So what did McDonald's give that Dasher if they're telling us that they gave him 2 bags? Did he have, like, sometimes we'll do, like, I do stacked orders. Is he doing a stacked order? Or are they just saying that because we're giving them heat? I don't know. Anyway, I don't think I'll be ordering, because you know what's funny? Life has a way of working, because I literally just saw a TikTok either last night or this morning of someone saying why they wouldn't order from DoorDash again. And they were explaining that they took their money, like same sort of situation. They were missing items and DoorDash wouldn't give them their money back. And I even thought to myself, wow, that's kind of weird. Like I've had situations with DoorDash in the past where I've requested refunds and I've never run into any issues. I even caught myself and said, you know what, stop, because other people have experiences that just because I haven't experienced it doesn't mean it happens. Literally 24 hours later, oh my God. If God is not like, I'm telling you, I kept that thought in here. We're not safe anywhere.
No, we're not. It was a huge bag. I mean, you're telling me that you couldn't just put the sandwich and the fries next to the Happy Meal. No, some schmuck was like, you know what, let me just shove it all in there. So when they open the bag, all they see is a Happy Meal and drinks, and they go, the other order is missing.
That's exactly.
And they lose their mind. Right. McDonald's, shame on you on that one. I mean, come on, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, the bag was it's huge.
You're telling me you can't get a Happy Meal box and a bag by itself?
Right.
If you work at McDonald's, please explain to me, is that just a location thing, or is that like how you're taught to bag DoorDashes? I don't know.
No, you're not supposed. That's like putting.
Isn't that like cross contamination in case like somebody has like allergies?
Yeah,
like,
they could.
put a cheese
Honestly,
sandwich
if you're getting chicken and you don't want beef for some reason or whatever, yeah, why would you put a burger in with somebody else's meal?
I mean, I'm being nitpicky, but what if someone's a vegetarian and just getting fries and you're throwing their fries on someone else's nuggets? Like, I'll eat anything off of anything, but I know that there's tons of people, and there's nothing wrong with that. People don't want their food touching other food. But again, it's McDonald's, but we're spending real money. Right. It's not like we're just spending monopoly money, so it's like, well, whatever, we're just going to take what it is. We're still working hard for that. It's just you're creating aggravation to people when it doesn't need to be. Right. We just made a man cry.
They basically did.
They're 100% flagging me, but that was just like, I had to make you guys aware of that. That was a very genuine, like, I'm not trying to scam anybody.
No, never.
But the fact that they would even say, like, we're going to flag your account for fraud?
Right. So that's making... And I said to the gentleman, too, the young kid that was doing customer service, I was like, do you understand that's basically defamation, and you're coming to an assumption without even starting an investigation? I was like, you let that slip out of your mouth, didn't you? He caught himself almost, was like, I'm sorry for saying that. I'm like, yeah, but that's where your mind's going. You're not believing in the basis of what your customer is telling you. You're trying to then make it seem as though we're doing something shady when, no, we're just genuinely concerned that we paid for something and didn't receive it. Unbelievable.
It's messed up. I wish I was taking screenshots here and there of like even I had the conversation with the lady saying that like I'm not getting compensation. And again, I don't think they were saying that they weren't going to do anything ever, but why should I wait 24 to 48 hours for you guys to figure out where my food is? Who the hell's going to think it's in the Happy Meal box?
Who's going to go to the extent of trying to commit fraud against DoorDash for $13.47? I mean, if anybody, they would order like a $200 sushi order and say they never got it or something. But you're talking about $13.
That's insane.
Right. I've never seen the horrible customer service on both ends. Both McDonald's and DoorDash need to review it because it's not right.
Like I said, this was supposed to be a fun, like, oh my God, this is a limited edition, by the way, but they're doing this Happy Meal thing. I was so excited about it, and I'm flabbergasted at and I was even coming on here preparing to tell you guys that, like, I didn't have a conclusion to this yet because he was still on the phone with customer service, and that's when I started recording, and I opened the friggin' box.
Hi, I'm he.
Anyway.
Is that the toy?
Yeah, they gave you a toy. They actually gave you
Oh, isn't that cute?
Oh yeah, all the characters are on the side of the box, like.
Mm-hmm. Does he have a name?
1, 2, 3. No, I wanted Birdie. Cactus.
You got Cactus Buddy. Okay.
It's Cactus. You can collect all 4. Cactus, Buddy, Birdie, and Hamburglar.
Okay, so we got Cactus.
Why do they all have 2 eyes?
I don't know. Is this some sort of like...
These Happy Meals all have 2 eyes.
A little weird.
What's with the 2 eye thing?
Yeah, it's just like a Illuminati doll through McDonald's. Secretly recording all the adults.
If I don't like record my next video, why do they all have 2 eyes?
Mm-hmm. We see you.
What's the cactus plant flea market? Can I see my phone real quick?
Yeah, I was upstairs. So yes.
Oh, well, do you have yours?
No,
I just need Google.
It's charging. Sure, I'll grab it. 1 second.
We need to figure this out. Hold on. Okay, on a side note, why is it that when I Google search cactus plant flea market, okay, like it comes with the merchandise, right? And then like there's boxers with cactus plant flea market in big bold. Mm-hmm. Is that like McDonald's cactus plant? Oh yeah, it has the logo and everything. I clicked on it. Why are there boxers?
Clothing line. That's sexy.
But why?
Nothing's just
sexy. Yeah, there's a whole
McDonald's boxer shorts.
Clothing line. Moist towelette. Why is there a sweatshirt or a t-shirt that says moist towelette?
Oh.
What on earth? The first like seeing double thing I'm seeing is for $150. Mind you, it's a sweatshirt that says seeing double. So is that their whole thing? Seeing double?
Double what? What am I doubling?
And then it says McYummy on the sweatshirts. Can you see what I'm... This is like McYummy, seeing double.
A little bit before your time, my love.
Big Mac special sauce. Can you get me that sweatshirt? Because I know I'm going to ask Santa for Christmas.
McDonald's, believe it or not, back in the 80s, for those that you don't remember, tried to do a clothing line called McKids. And it literally was clothes for children.
Am I going to have to rock a McDonald's fashion line? Is that where we're getting at?
You're going to be the #1 spokesperson.
Did they really try to release a merchandise line?
Yes, they tried to do a whole clothing line in the 80s. You can look it up, called McKids, and it failed miserably. And I think they're trying to now do it with this generation, doing the seeing double thing.
Am I going to be the trendsetter? I'm kidding, but what? I can't. Wait a minute. I came, I saw, I dipped. Oh my god, I'm loving it. I didn't expect to go down this rabbit hole. I have to show him all of these. There's a sweatshirt that says all beef. And then mystery inside. Is this supposed to be marketed? And it's like $80 sweatshirts, $150 sweatshirts, $130 sweatshirts. I'm just saying, McDonald's, if you're trying to release a fashion line and you're coming out with those prices, like maybe that's why the first time it failed, because like as much as I would eat these up, that's out of mama's budget. I'll probably get one, honestly, for just the pure nostalgia of it. Like, what is this? Like, this one says coffee stir. Oh, they're limited edition. Oh, sugar. They only got 7 hours. Okay, these are going to be long gone by the time you guys see this video. I can't believe this was a thing. This is unreal. What one would I get though? There are so many options. I can't justify spending more than like, I gotta get one of like the $60 ones. Even that for, do I get the I came, I saw, I did for $60? But like, I also don't want to spend my money on like a shirt that I would wear to bed. I'd kill for a sweatshirt, but this one's $80, but I don't think it's a sweatshirt. Hamburger costume. I'm gonna die. CPFM McDonald's plush friends, $250. McDonald's, do you not realize that you're like a multi-billion-dollar? Anyway, I'm glad that I ended up researching that. I'm definitely gonna have to reheat all of that. But wow, we went on a roller coaster ride in today's video. What I'm gonna call it? There are so many options. I'm not sure where to begin. I don't mean to keep beating a dead horse here, but one more thing. I was like, wait a sec. The Happy Meal thing was just 10-piece chicken nugget with, I got a medium fry and a medium drink, right? I got to thinking, doesn't McDonald's carry like a 10-piece meal all the time? And I went on Doordash, and so the Happy Meal that I just purchased was like $15 and some change. Then they have a 10-piece meal with a drink and fry for like $12 and some change. So you're literally paying $3 more just for an adult toy and the box. I don't know if it's like, and then they're selling $150 sweatshirts. What?